Alright, ladies and gentlemen, MrSotko here. Welcome back to the channel. Got a whole bunch of good news stuff for you today as usual. And the first thing we're going to talk about is that Bitconnect still haunts the crypto world, as it was mentioned in the US decision on Bitcoin ETFs, which were a decline if you weren't following that news. So with that decision on the ETF, the markets went way down again. And it was fairly disappointing for a lot of people, although not so much for me, because institutional investing of crypto is kind of like the complete opposite of what should be happening with crypto, as it was kind of intended for the people, by the people, kind of thing like that. Don't mean to sound all cliche with that, but really that's kind of the way it was. So I don't really believe that institutional investing is really going to help crypto in any way, except for maybe raise the price, maybe take the volatility out of it, but either way, they're just going to soak up all the crypto, and that's going to be that. So activity around Bitconnect on social media keeps heating up, with suggestions on the platform's relaunch potentially coming soon, which I highly doubt. The activity centered around Discord channel, where a concerted Steam It campaign is being coordinated. Additionally, there is mention of BCC coins still held in wallets and possibly reused again in a new scheme. Bitconnect finally pulled off the exit scam in January as the bear market wiped out Bitcoin prices and made the scheme non-viable. Bitconnect was a pyramid scheme of lending, which tried to survive longer by pruning the layers of the pyramid, but finally it could no longer rely on new buyers to pay out older entrants. And as the price of BCC crashed from as high as to $500 to a low of 50 cents. But perhaps the most significant development is the fact that Trevon James videos are continuing, this time not directly related to Bitconnect, but containing attempts like to gather likes and make appeals to the community. James, one of the most prominent Bitconnect promoters on YouTube, talks on general crypto topics and even mentions fake mining, Ponzi schemes, and of course there's the proof of Trevon James. He tried to do those pyramid scheme things as well, but either way. So the other active promotion schemes from Bitconnect store selling t-shirts with logos. For now, Bitconnect X has not launched since finishing its ICO sale, because there was supposed to be that Bitconnect X deal that never really came about. And there are also no clear calls to participate in the new BCC purchases to returns from the lending scheme. However, Bitconnect's reputation continues to affect the world of crypto. In one way it did affect the crypto is that everybody had to buy Bitcoin to get BCC to start in on this lending scheme. And I really feel that its popularity among YouTubers and the YouTube community and everywhere really led to, was one of the things that really led to a high price of crypto. In a document released by the SEC, Bitconnect was mentioned as an example of the prevalence of volatility and scams in the crypto space. As one commenter states that it is common knowledge that the Bitcoin market is being manipulated, and asserts that Bitconnect, which was recently shut down and had promised risk-free annual returns of up to 120%, is an example of Ponzi multi-level marketing schemes that are too common. So Bitconnect still at it, still sort of haunting the community because it raised Bitcoin prices. A lot of people lost the money, and now the SEC is really afraid to actually let crypto go through in a traditional investment way because of it. So thanks, Bitconnect. You really helped us all out. So the next article I have is that crypto markets see a solid upswing as the SEC promises to review recently rejected Bitcoin ETFs. So we're going up, and then we're going down, and then after that we're going up, and then we're going down. So makes sense. But as you can see, all the coins are pretty much in green, virtually everything. You know, you get a few in between there. And so on Friday, August 24th, crypto markets seen the notable growth today, but all but one of the top 40 cryptos is in the green. So Bitcoin has seen solid growth, having surpassed 6,600 price point, just starting the day over at 6,400, and the leading crypto is up 3% over the past 24 hours. So August 22nd, Bitcoin plunged from 6,700 to 6,400 following the news anti-crypto policies in China, as well as the application denials for the SEC, and so everything is way down, but The idea is that earlier today, CNBC's crypto market analyst Brian Kelly predicted that the first Bitcoin ETFs will start operating in February 2019, as they're going to, re-look at and appeal essentially the rejected 9 applicants listing for Bitcoin ETFs, because it was rejected pretty fast, and there wasn't a lot of reason. One of the reasons, again, was the previous article, Bitconnect, but that's long since gone. And I'm not really sure who is going to reinvest into Bitconnect. Why would you? So despite the denial for now, there are appeals going, and because of that, people are buying back in once again. So the next article here is Dash is in trouble, and so 2018 hasn't been kind to crypto, with every major asset except for BNB recording a loss for the year to date. Dash has been particularly hard hit, slipping from 7th to 14th by market cap and down 92% from its all-time high. A growing schism culminating in a motion to replace Dash CEO Ryan Taylor has thrown another spanner in the works. So something's up with Dash, the veteran cryptocurrency and altcoin staple from back in the day, waning. On most metrics, price, BTC transaction volume, BTC normalized price, market cap, Dash isn't looking good. Behind the scenes, meanwhile, a war of wills has caused acrimony in the camp, sparked by concerns over CEO Ryan Taylor's performance. So Dash is prized for its governance system, whose model has been adapted by many subsequent cryptocurrencies. And we've seen a long time ago that those Dash ASICs really started losing money fast. So Ryan Taylor, to an advisory role isn't like others, posted by a user Saving Private Dash. It reads, Ryan destroyed the market's confidence in Dash by repeatedly breaking promises and missing deadlines. So not looking too good for Dash Coin. So the rest of the article I will leave to you guys if you would like. I always put these articles in the description. However, we can see that Dash essentially went from $1,400 to $136. So absolutely terrible. Like, it's at its all-time low, at least in any recent history. And from $1,400 to $136, 92% decrease. Pretty incredible. To be totally honest, I never really held on to Dash. I was never a big fan of Dash, and so no loss for me, but unfortunately a lot of people did. Japan's internet giant GMO abandons Bitcoin Cash mining. Oh no, not Bitcoin Cash. Don't abandon Bitcoin Cash. Please don't abandon Bitcoin Cash. If there's anything you do in this world, don't abandon Bitcoin Cash, because everybody knows it's the real Bitcoin, right? It's not a fork of Bitcoin. It's the real Bitcoin. Bitcoin forked away from Bitcoin Cash. What are we talking about here? Copy of the company's monthly report unloaded to social media by cryptocurrency business investor. Confirms that July GMO mined 568 Bitcoin blocks and 0 Bitcoin Cash blocks. What are you guys doing? You're forgetting to mine the most important cryptocurrency in the market. Oh my. The result of a sliding trend throughout this year, the statistics contrast sharply with the company's strategy as it appeared in January, when it mined just 21 Bitcoin blocks and 213 Bitcoin Cash blocks. It's linking the tongue-in-cheek Bitcoin fork monitoring site fork.lol. Mayer struck a critical tone, focusing on Bcash, suggesting GMO had deliberately pivoted away from mining it due to various challenges the altcoin faces. Among these are previous revelations that hackers could ostensibly launch a 51% attack on Bcash for less than $40,000, potentially causing a network fork and de facto disabling transaction validation. In addition, plans to hard fork Bitcoin Cash deliberately later this year has also met with votes of no confidence from some cryptocurrency circles. So why would GMO Internet switch all mining capacity to BTC from BCH? Only $37,867 for 1 hour, 51% Bcash attack. Does Dari ratio account for block maturation times? November 4th, what could possibly happen with this $9 billion test? That sure is fun to watch. I suppose you're right on that one. GMO, meanwhile, began accepting pre-orders for its B2 device in May, making it the first manufacturer to issue hardware-equipped 7-nanometer processing technology in a direct competition move with market incumbent Bitmain. Headed by Bitcoin Cash proponent Jihan Wu, Bitmain itself is facing considerable pressure this month as its plans to go public via an IPO spark confusion. So following poor Q2 sales of its own hardware, a pre-IPO investor deck declaration revealed Bitmain has huge stocks of Bitcoin Cash, 1 million. stocks it cannot shift without crashing the market due to illiquidity of the altcoin. GMO has thus positioned itself as at the opposite end of the spectrum. Good job, GMO. Good job. In case you guys were wondering at the beginning of the article, it was a lot of sarcasm, a whole mess of sarcasm. So let's take a look once again at the market cap, still only at 214 billion. So we have lost so much money. You know, I remember just a few weeks ago making videos and it was at 300 billion and just fluctuating around 300 billion. So not looking too hot, but prices are, you know, are in the green at the moment. So for day traders, that is good. So the coin up the most is Nano, interestingly, at 31%, pretty impressive. And down the most, Cortex, Bitcoin Diamond as usual, Populous, and Mithril. So those are usually always way down, or they're always way up. One of the two. So interesting. But everything, for the most part, is good right now. But that's really just because, well, the SEC is going to appeal, or people are going to appeal to the SEC so they can do it again. But who knows how long that's going to last. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. And as usual, I will see you guys next time.